Thank you.
Yeah. Perfect.
Looks like everybody's coming together here.
So take a moment and look around you and see all the faces of people. And together we give thanks for all the things that have come together so we may be here at this moment. We feel the earth beneath us. We know that everything that lets our life live, all of the food comes out of this earth. So we bring our minds together and we give thanks to the earth. We lift our eyes up and we see the waters. We know that the water runs in our veins. The water falls from the sky, and without it, we would not be able to live here. We would not have all the beauty that surrounds us. So we give thanks to the waters of the earth. And as we lift our eyes a little higher, we see in those waters all of the fishes, all of the creatures that clean the waters. We know that for all time they have been there, cleaning that water, feeding our bellies, shimmering like jewels in the depths. So we bring our hearts and our minds together and give thanks to the fish.
Okay.
And now our minds are one.
No.
And we see growing down to the edge of the water all the plants, all the grasses, the small plants of this world. And we know that every creature that walks upon this world takes sustenance from these plants. They fill us with inspiration at their beauty. So we bring our hearts and minds together to give thanks to the plants of the world, and now our minds are one.
Okay.
We know that among these plants, there are ones in particular that feed us every day. In this particular area, for thousands of years, corn and beans of squash have been growing, among many, many others. So we bring our hearts and our minds together to give thanks to all of these plants that feed us every day. And now our minds are one.
No.
And we bring our eyes and our minds upon those plants that heal us when our bodies take weakness. When we are sick, we know that there are plants on this world that can heal any illness that comes to us humans. So we give thanks to all these plants and all of the people that hold the wisdom of these medicine plants. And now our minds are one.
No.
And walking with their feet among these plants, there are the creatures that share this world with us. And we are always happy when we can see some wild creature in the woods, or the animals that we eat day to day. So we bring our hearts and our minds together to give thanks to all of these creatures that walk among us. In this land, we acknowledge that the chief is the deer, who walks in a very noble way and takes care of the women in a good way, takes care of the earth, tends the plants. And we give thanks to all of the animals, and now our minds are one.
No.
Giving us shade, some of us, are all of the trees of this world. The trees do so many things. They are our balance here upon this world. They breathe out what we breathe in. When we spend our lives running around, they stay in one place for all of the hundreds of years of their life. So we can learn many things from the trees. We can learn how to be good humans upon this earth. And by growing them, we balance our own lives here. So we bring our hearts and our minds together to give thanks to all of the trees. And now our minds are one.
No.
And living among these branches, we see sometimes, when we are lucky, all of the birds, from the smallest hummingbird to the greatest eagle. These birds fill the winds with their voices at times. They spread seeds. They do so many important tasks. They are the messengers. They connect the heavens and the earth with their wings. So we bring our hearts and our minds together to give thanks to all of the birds. And now our minds are one.
No.
Under their wings flow the winds of all the directions. They mix the air. They bring us fresh air to breathe. We know that they have the strength to destroy this world if they wanted to. We are grateful that They just bring breezes on hot days and only occasionally level our cities and our forests. So we bring our hearts and our minds together to the winds, and now our minds are one.
Yum.
And floating upon these winds are all the great clouds, the great thunderers. And they bring us rain. They keep life cycling in so many ways. We know also that these great creatures, these beings that live in the sky, can flatten us at any time. They do many things besides just bring rain, and for all those, we bring our hearts and our minds together to give thanks, and now our minds are one.
Yum.
Now we lift our eyes up to our eldest brother, the sun. We know that all the life upon this earth springs forth from the fire that we feel upon our skins right now. We know that everything, all of the energy that springs forth from us and lets us dance and sing comes from the sun. So we bring our hearts and our minds together to give thanks to the sun. And now our minds are one.
Yum.
Sharing the sky is our grandmother, the moon. She watches over us. She takes care of all of the women. She watches and makes sure that the tides move, that the tides of the waters and the oceans, the tides of the women that bring forth all the children that we love so much. For her beauty in the sky, and all of the guardianship that she watches over us, we bring our hearts and our minds together to give thanks to the moon. And now our minds are one.
Yum.
And sparkling when the sun goes down, we see all of the stars. We know that at times when we are lost, we can look at them and we can remember the ways that we remembered a long time ago. We know that in those stars, there are so many secrets and old stories. So we bring our minds and our hearts together as one and give thanks to all the stars.
Yum.
And we know that at the beginning of time, there were beings that were placed upon this earth to take care of us, to watch over our actions, make sure that nothing destroyed this world in an untimely manner. Some of us call those beings the keepers of the four directions. Whatever words you have for them, the archangels. There are many beings that many people acknowledge, and we give thanks. We know that they are still doing their job because our world is still here. We are still surrounded by this beauty. All of the faces and the winds, everything that we've mentioned so far. So we bring our hearts and our minds together and give thanks to these beings. And at this time, in this time of beauty, we know that there have been many times throughout the history of humans that we have fallen. Our faces have been in the mud. We have done terrible things. We have forgotten how to live in a good way. And at those times, when we are at our lowest, there have always been teachers that have come and shown us a good way to live. And for those teachers that have been and those teachers that are to come, we bring our hearts and our minds together and give thanks. And now our minds are one.
Okay.
And now we lift up our hearts and our eyes and we acknowledge the Creator, which all of this is a dream or a creation or a great breath of this being. And we know that all of the beauty comes forth from the Creator's creations. So we bring our hearts and our minds together and send our choicest prayers. And now our minds are one.
Yum.
And now I come to the place where I close my words. I did the best job that I could. I tried to remember all of the things, all of the beings that come together to make this world beautiful and to run in a good way. If I have left any out, it was not my intention. And I would give all of you a moment to acknowledge anything I may have forgotten in your own minds. And now our minds are one.
Yum.
35 Years by Wendell Berry. We have kept to the way we chose, in love without foresight, and long ago. It has come to light only in the daylight of each day as that day has come. Out of many possibilities, one. An old house renewed upon its slope, a long bringing in from garden, field, and woods, not to be hurried or increased, beyond the power of the place and day. Hope and grief freely given to the unborn, the young, the old, and the dead in their births, under their silent names. We have kept a daily faithfulness to these, to one another, and to this difficult, beautiful place, arriving here again and again, at a distance, weariness, or disappointment, to take it by surprise, our surprise, as a newborn take, after long sightlessness, the light of day. It is an old road that we have followed, too narrow to be traveled by more than two, affording no place to turn and go back, little improved by the passage of forebears, yet always renewed by growth of the trees that lean over it, by weather never 2 days the same, and by our own delight to see that it has led us once again to an opening, a small cultivated valley among the wooded hills, familiar as the oldest dream, where we know we are, even as we do, the work of love.
Welcome, everybody.
Hey, Ben.
We come together today for this most auspicious event. These two fine, beautiful people have chosen to become wedded. This is an event that speaks to people coming together since the beginning of time in ways that renews, revitalizes, brings life to the community, and life to each one of us in a unique and special way. And I'm hoping I can get through this without shedding tears and breaking down completely out of my own joy. And it's a testament when I look out here at all these beautiful faces looking down on these two, what wonderful people they are. Look at them. It's incredible. Let's hear some. There. And that they chose this beautiful place to hold this most auspicious ceremony. This is Persephone Farm. Persephone was the ancient Greek goddess who was wed, and in most ancient times, she was the goddess that represented marriage. When she was taken away by Hades into a dark place, and Demeter, Persephone's mother, was in great sadness, searching everywhere, let the crops die down, and the people began to get hungry. But after a time, she found her daughter, and she came back. And for part of the year, Persephone comes back into the world and brings back the crops, brings springtime, brings joy, brings children's laughter. And that's what this is about. This is the cycle. This is the upward cycle of the burgeoning, bursting forth of life as we know it. The beginning of things. And standing beneath this beautiful tree brings back the images of a world tree, Yggdrasil. And the world tree whose roots ride down in the underworld where the great serpent chews and gnaws, and up in the tall branches where the eagle circles, bringing back inspiration. And in the old stories, there's a squirrel that runs back and forth between the two, carrying insults. And that, of course, is the life that we live. But this is the nature of life. We come together and we take part in the beauty of these moments with these gorgeous people. And right here we get the representatives that stand forth for all of us. And this is what makes all of the dark times worth living through. And that's why we're here. And so, for my part, I'm going to stand behind them and support them in the best way that I can for the rest of my whole life.
Okay.
And so these two now are going to take over, and they're going to speak vows to each other. And this is what we've all come for. Hope.
This is on.
Yep.
Devin, I love it that you are practical. Skilled with your hands and get completely lost in geeky reads. I love it when you laugh in that way that originates from so deep within you that you actually slap your knee just to dissipate its force. I love that a man so significant in stature can be so tender and brimming with sweet honey. Your spirit is ancient. Nope, your soul is ancient, and your spirit is young. With 2 feet rooted, you stand humbly on the earth, while your imagination catches the prevailing wind in your heart, and with sails full, you quietly but surely part the waves. And when I am with you, I know that I have come home. Things happen for a reason. Characters and happenings external to us are a reflection of our inner lives. You stepped out of the fabric of the universe to meet me, a response to prayers I hadn't consciously made. You're not here to give me all the answers, but you have inspired me to look for them. And the beauty is that as we get closer to the truth, there will always be more stones to turn over. In our life together, I vow to remind you of what you really want and hold you to what makes you happy, because it's easy for dreams to be shadowed by the set and script of the societal theater. I'll be backstage, waiting by the exit. I promise to have time to siesta with you, to make everything else possible. I will support you when you need to go where the wild things are, and sip from the great mystery to gather strength and clarity, and I'll be waiting for you upon your return. When my shell begins to precipitate, I'll let the warmth of your eyes' gaze be the little hammer that melts me open, or else I'll go for my own walk in the woods. I won't shy away from your demons or your grief. In fact, I have a pocket to hold your secrets and your fears and your tears so that you might let them go. If our relationship ever began to stale, I'd do whatever it took to open the windows and get at the cobwebs and dust. But I'll do my damnedest never to let it get to that. I promise to care for you in sickness and in health until death do us part. I ask you to hold me to these words, minding that they will morph with the passage of time, like a story with each retelling, and they will gain substance like snowballs rolling downhill. My love for you is embedded in my body and in my soul. It is a deep knowing that will perpetually reveal itself as we wake to each other each day. As our love is wrapped around the spool of the seasons and steeped in the sweat of life, I will be remembering my love for you. May each new sweetness, each ripening of the fruit of this marriage bring delight in its discovery, but really, it'll just be the unearthing of a truth that I already knew. In you, I see the world, and in loving you, I love the world.
Hold on.
Robin,
I love you. You bring so much joy into my life. I love you when you laugh real hard, when it catches you by surprise. I love you when you're making a bouquet in a way that is beyond my comprehension. I love you when you're a little bit grumpy first thing in the morning. I love you when your face lights up talking about eating fried food. I love you when you sing songs with the wrong words. I love you when I see your devotion to making things beautiful. I love you when the pains of our world weigh heavily on your heart. I love how differently you see than I do. I want to walk beside you in this life because the way you see fills the gaps in my vision and challenges me to perceive differently. I want to walk beside you because of the care and attention you bring to everything you do. I want to walk beside you knowing that we will change and there will be hard times because I trust you completely. To meet me and whatever we encounter with the same care and attention and beauty and thoughtfulness that you bring to everything else in your life. Robin, I want to dance this beautiful dance of polarity with you, the great game of the universe. To daily experience the making and unmaking of the world, to strive for that special mix of present and future that seems to hold everything together. I have been blessed to have been given the chance to entangle my roots and branches with such an awake and elegant person. I strive to meet the opportunity and challenge we've been given fully each morning. Robin, I commit to you that I will do my best each day to hold this space for our relationship to find its way, to playing this great game, to dancing this beautiful dance. Cut the cord of this. No, your ring. Woo!
So Robin, you're looking at this beautiful man. You take this man to be your husband? For everything that means?
Yes.
And Devin, you take this beautiful woman to be your wife? Exchange your rings. I'll turn to the people. People, family, members of this community, both close and far. 2 different families, 3 different families, many different families coming together to witness these. Do you take this couple to be part of you?
Yes.
Devin and Robin, looking out there amongst all these beautiful faces who've come here from long and far to see this moment, do you take them to be part of you?
Yeah.
We do.
And kiss the bride. Now stand close because we're not finished. This is such an incredible ceremony, such a ritual of transformation that we've added a new piece. Amongst you are flowers. So share the flowers. Everybody grab a little one. And what I want everybody to do is, in their own time, come down here and lay the flowers at the feet of this beautiful couple. And this is not going to be in order. Just come down the best way you can, and let's build a mountain of flowers around them. And while we're doing this, Judith and Sarah are going to sing us a song.
They're called bucket headers. Right under the umbrella. There's a sign that says right.
Are the mics on?
Yep.
Are they on? Can you hear the guitar? Hi, honey. Let the river rock you like a cradle. Climb to the treetops, child, if you're able. Let your hands tie a knot across the table. Come and touch the things you cannot feel. Then close your eyes, child, and let the Then close your fingertips and fly where I can't hold you. Let the sun rain fall and let the dewy clouds enfold you. And maybe you can sing to me the words I just told you. If all the things you feel ain't what they seem, then don't mind me, 'cause I ain't nothing but a dream. Mockingbird sings each different song. Each song has wings, they won't stay long. To those who hear, think he's doing wrong, while the church bell tolls its one-note song,
They were amazing.
and the school bells tinkling to the drum. Come here, where your ears cannot hear. Then close your ears, child, and listen to what I'll tell you.
Where are you at right now?
Follow in the darkest night the sounds that may impel you. And the song I'm singing may disturb or serve to quell you. If all the sounds you hear ain't what they see, then don't mind me, 'cause I ain't nothing but a dream. Rising smell of fresh cut grass, smothered cities choke and yell with fuming gas. I hold some grapes up to the sun, and their flavor breaks upon my tongue. With eager tongues we taste our strife and fill our lungs with seas of life. Come taste and smell the waters of our time. Then close your lips, child, so softly I might kiss you. Let your flower perfume out and let the winds caress you. And as I walk on through the garden, I'm hoping I don't miss you. All the things you taste ain't what they seem. Then don't mind me, 'cause I ain't nothing but a dream. The sun and moon both arise, and we'll see them soon through days and nights.
You go up there?
But now silver leaves our mirrors bring to light. And the color of your eyes fireflies. While darkness blinds the sky with all its light. Unseen, where your eyes cannot see. Close your eyes, child, and look at what I'll show you. Let your mind go reeling out and let the breezes blow. And maybe when we meet again someday, all the things you see is what they see. You can follow. You can follow.
Jude, we need an encore. There's a lot more flowers.
You want to play the same song again?
I got a song for you. The other night when you guys were writing your vows, one came.
David wrote a song with Devin and Devin.
Just make a pie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I think it's This is Lucky Rabbit's foot. I think it's beautiful for his mom.
So the bride just asked, she said she loves you all so much that she'd love to hug each and every one of you, but she doesn't have the capacity at this very moment. So we're going to give her a little bit of it throughout the entire night and throughout the rest of their life together. And we can move forward with this now.
Just mob on down here.
All right, kids. Right here. I gotta send this. This is going to Alaska.